We in here like swimwear. You ever heard somebody say that?
Yeah,
We in there like swimwear? I don't know what that means.
Leo says it. Unfortunately, but Leo be saying anything, so
You do be saying a lot. You do.
he do be saying enough. Yeah. Oh, I forgot we live.
That's funny. All right. We are live, Channy. Let's do this. We haven't been here. Yo, sometimes I'd be cracking up with this show because we'll do like 2 episodes and then we'll just disappear for a couple weeks. And then we'll do another episode and then disappear again. It'll be like,
You think be consistent as hell.
you think be every week. Whether you show up or not, I'm doing it with somebody. I'm fine. I'm gonna throw somebody up on that screen. But this one is our thing, so I don't like to just have random people in here on our. Not that we didn't start it all together anyway, but this is the OG. So if you're not available, or if I'm not available, it ain't happening unless I've cleared it with Channy previously. All right. But let's do this thing. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of AfroLatinos with your co-host, Aubyn.
And your co-host just got out of work, Chandler.
You are so stupid, bro. But we are back with a brand new episode of AfroLatinos. Make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us, like us, subscribe to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube page to follow us. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pike here. One of the most exciting things we will cover in just a few moments. But as we are back, let's just kick this thing off right. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Like, I got this in like
Welcome back, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode. First things first, before we kick this show off, I just want to show you one of the most exciting things in the world to me. We have some new merch that is dropping very, very shortly. Matter of fact, let's see if I can get that on the solo. Yes, sir. Coming soon. We got a new little logo coming on the AfroLatinos podcast. Just follow us on Facebook. Check us out for pricing and release information. Very excited about that coming to you very soon. Probably by the new year, we'll have all the pricing and stuff worked out and figure out exactly how we can get everything ordered and get that to you. But we're really excited. I wore it to school the other day just because I couldn't help myself, and people were like, "Oh my gosh!" I don't know why. Like, I think it's okay. It's not a problem because a lot of my students don't know that I have a podcast, and when I tell them, they're like, "What? You have a podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have a podcast." So, but it's been really fun to just, design something. My sister hit us up with another dope design. So that's super exciting. So that's coming soon. So look forward to that coming at you in 2022. Now, back to the show. On tonight's episode of AfroLatinos, we are just going to be talking about a bunch of random stuff. No set topics. I called this episode "Where Do They Rank?" because I got a couple things. This Twitter thread popped up today, Channy, and it's one that you're going to appreciate. And I don't really have a ton of say in it because it does not matter as much to me as it does to you. But as we all know, a new Spider-Man movie is dropping very shortly. And so, Channy, what for you is the best Spider-Man movie out of the series, and where would you compare? So I want you to give me your favorite, your least favorite, and what you think is the best, because your favorite and the best don't necessarily have to be the same
Mhm.
thing. So what is your the best one in your opinion, the worst one in your opinion, and then your favorite in that order: favorite or best, worst, favorite.
Okay. Best, worst, favorite. The best, I think, out of the whole like Spider-Man movie series things, um, I think Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock is probably the best Spider-Man.
Hmm?
I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. It was just a solid movie. It was freaking fire. The way he stopped the train, finding Doc Ock, it was so good. Um, the worst, I would say, although quality wise and uh, cinematic, Amazing Spider-Man 2, it looked great.
Hmm.
Like the fight scene with Electro and all that stuff. The cinematic, it was fantastic. Not so much the plot. Gwen dies. Electro's not accurate to the comics. Uh, the story is weird. Um, at the end, the new Green Goblin is like, I think he did a great job. I think if they would have done more, it would have been cooler. But it was just weird. And my favorite is probably, let's see. I don't know. Usually, I would go with the best being my favorite, but I really like Spider-Man 2, but I don't think it would make it my favorite. I would make Tom Holland ones are really good. Far From Home was great with Mysterio and all, and the cinematic on that one definitely was freaking fantastic. Are we including animated?
Oh, yeah, it's in the canon.
Into the Spider Verse is definitely my favorite. Oh my god, it was so good. If we include animated, that's probably the best as well. Maybe not two others. Two still stands on that one. But my favorite will probably be Into the Spider Verse. That was so good. The-
So you're the best one is Spider-Man 3 in your opinion? Oh, Spider-Man 2 is the best. Your favorite is Into the Spider-Verse, and then the worst one is Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, the Amazing Spider-Man. Is that Tom Holland or is that Andrew Garfield?
That's Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. So, I can't say for much because I haven't seen a lot of these. I will say the best, in my opinion, is Into the Spider Verse. We've talked a lot about Spider Verse on this show a
It's
couple
so
of
good.
times. Into the Spider Verse, I think, is probably the best, and I like that it brings in so many different characters and versions of Spider-Man. Because, like, of course, in the comics, you have every iteration of a Spider-Man ever, and I like that it brought that into it, as well as the new villain and people that you don't typically see in the movies. So I thought that was dope. So that, in my opinion, is the best one. It also would probably be my favorite one. Um, just because of the cinematic masterpiece that it is and all that it did for film and the representation and all that. I think it probably would end up being my favorite. If I didn't say that one is my favorite, I would say the OG Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire is my favorite, just because it's the first one that really started the whole thing. I
Bro,
didn't think it was a bad. I didn't really think it was a bad film. I think they did a lot of things right for the comic. So
I
I'm
have
probably
one
going to throw
thought
that
on
as
that
my
Spider-Man movie.
one. Go ahead.
Spider-Man 1 is a really good movie. That's what started it all. And like the Green Goblin, it was fantastic. But every time I watch that movie, I'm just like, can we skip past Uncle Ben dying and then him getting into stuff? I don't know why, but I just feel like I've seen that like way too many times, and then
The
like
chase
that's
down of
and
the
it
killer in
yeah,
the
and it's like
warehouse, and
that's I for like a solid amount of time. The whole movie seemed like it was that to me. Like when I remember Spider-Man 1, I just remembered like Uncle Ben dying in the
hmm
beginning, and I'm just like, it's so, oh my
You know
god.
what part of the movie I remember the most? It should be no. This should not be a shock to anyone if you know me and have listened to the show before. My favorite part of the movie is when he goes to be the wrestler. Because number one, he's fighting Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm 95% sure that's Macho Man, and that's hilarious to me. Um, but that moment and when he gets ripped off, I guess that whole, and I guess that's the part that you don't like because that leads into Uncle Ben getting shot because he
That's
lets
cool.
the guy robs him, right, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that robber ends up being the guy that shoots Uncle Ben, and he could have stopped it all from happening, and blah
Mhm.
blah blah blah. So that wrestling sequence is one of my favorite parts of that movie for sure. It's just what I remember the most.
That part was like, I like that wrestling part. Like, it was cool, but I don't know why. But it's just like the beginning from him getting his powers, the school fight, Uncle Ben
That school
dying.
fight was fire too.
Yeah, it's dope. Him like swinging for the first time, all that is dope. I don't know. I just keep thinking. I was like, oh my god, it gets better. Like once Goblin comes in,
Yeah,
and then the parade, and and the I don't know why, but probably one of my favorite moments in the movie was in the building that's on fire, and then he goes in there, and there's somebody like screaming, like crying or
the
whatever,
little girl,
and
and it's actually the Green Goblin.
it was Green
That's a
Goblin.
fire moment. But you know what? What's even better than that one is when is it Harry? Is that his best friend?
Yeah,
So when they come over, the Osborns come over to the house for
and the
lunch or
blood,
dinner, and the
the
blood falls off the ceiling, and he knows when he sees the scratch. I was like, oh, it's like Kevin Hart. It's about to go down.
that's when it starts to get good. That's
I
just
was
like, I'm
like,
just ready for Green Goblin. They fight, and then the whole like he goes and gets his grandma and then Mary Jane and all that stuff. Like that's when it starts to get good, and I just remember that a lot. But like at the beginning, it's, oh my god, I don't know what it is, but I cannot. If I watch it again, I'm gonna skip it. Like I got to.
all right. And I don't listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, right? I do not. I have not seen any. Like I probably saw Spider-Man 2, but I don't remember it enough. That's the one with Doc Ock, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that's the worst one. Spider-Man 3, I think I saw bits and pieces of, but I think Spider-Man 3 was the one I was the least interested in. So that's probably the one that
That's
I would say
that
is the
is
worst.
okay, completely okay with
And then
being.
I have not watched any of the Andrew Garfields. I did not watch any of the Tom Hollands. Once Tobey Maguire was done, and after 3 and being so uninterested, I was just like, you know what? I'm off that. I'm good. I don't need that negativity in my life.
The Tom Holland ones are good. Just because it's like they're newer and they have more CGI and more good stuff going on, more cinematics and stuff.
Yeah.
So those are solid. That's probably the most accurate,
Mhm.
being like young and stuff like that, depending on the comic. But yeah, I don't blame you. Especially Spider-Man 3. That was a mess. That whole movie was a mess. I liked that. I myself liked it. At one point, I watched it again after like forever, and I'm just like, this is the movie that I like thought was my favorite. Like this
Mhm.
is crazy. I still think it's cool. It was definitely all over the place. Definitely all over the place. I still like it, but if others were to say Spider-Man 3 was shitty, I wouldn't blame them.
Couldn't blame him. All right. Well, that's that. All right. Now, next thing I want to do after that, and before we take a quick little break, I saw this or that, Chaney, on Facebook today, and it seemed like right up your alley. You know, Christmas season is approaching, and so I have some Christmas editions, this or that. Okay, so I want you to pick
Nice.
one or the other and tell me why. First one. On your Christmas tree or as decorations, do you prefer white lights or colored lights?
Yeah, it's so funny you say that. Um, I prefer white lights. Prefer white lights. I like the color lights. I don't mind the color lights at all. Just listen.
They're lights of please, Jenny, lights of color. Please don't.
Shut the fuck up. Color
You
lights.
don't prefer colored lights. It's lights of color.
Shut up.
Your ignorance is showing a little bit, Chaney, and that's okay. We're
That's
learning.
enough.
We're all
That's enough. Lights of color.
hilarious.
I'm not doing that. I prefer white lights. It just seems better on the Christmas tree. I think colored lights are they look good too, but they're more. It depends on like how you're setting up like whatever you're decorating. Like if you're decorating the whole room, it just depends. Like if you're making it colorful, then it works well. Here we have they put a big tree, they put like white lights on it, and then under there's a train that goes constantly in circles. There's a little village over here on the table with a bunch of characters and like houses and stuff like that. So with all that, like the white lights would look better instead of just like colored lights. Um, but I like color lights like in the store. Um, I know. She told me that. That's why I thought it was funny because I go down when I got here. She was like, "Look what I had to do. I had to put color lights on the tree because the white lights weren't working." I was like, "Get new ones." She's like, "These are the new ones." I was like, "Oh no." But it just depends on like how you're decorating, how you're planning on decorating like the surroundings of the tree.
So it's not about the tree. It's about where the surroundings are.
Yeah, it's like how it's gonna look in the end with every.
Hey, I'm gonna go with my colored lights all day. You feel what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Hey, the colored lights can be anywhere with any decorations. It don't have to
Listen,
be a
color lights
specific
matter.
circumstance. They don't have to. It's all
Color
lights
lights matter,
matter.
baby.
All lights matter. We just got canceled. Moving on next. Next topic. This is a big one. This is a big one at Christmas time. Jenny, do you prefer a real Christmas tree or a fake one?
We always get a real one. The main one is the real one. That's probably better. Kind of got that real Christmas tree smell, and it's just like original, not original, but like just real, real Christmas spirit right there. But from the time that I've been here, they get the real one, and then they have a separate fake one that they put like in their living room kind of place, and they have that there. At my house, we did fake, so at that point I didn't really care as long as everything's decorated and I got Christmassy. But now I realize that real Christmas tree is probably better, more Christmas realness. But at this point, we began both. So honestly, yes, the institute.
My dad was such a stickler with getting a real tree for the majority of our life. And so I was always raised like, oh, if it's not really Christmas, if you don't have a really Christmas tree in there.
And it's like it's part of tradition. Like
but
what,
listen, man.
Like what's Christmas if you don't go Christmas shopping? Like you go look for a tree. Christmas tree shopping. Like you go, it's just part of like the Christmas. That's how you know Christmas started when you go look for a tree, get that tree and start decorating. That's Christmas.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Chinny. I don't care. That fake tree is a game changer. Shaylin and I just bought ours. It's down in the
real tree.
We got the fake one. We pulled it out that box and put it up, and it was done. Look,
I
don't gotta water it. I don't gotta clean up after it. It's just gonna sit there. It's gonna sit there and be a tree in the corner. We put some bulbs on it.
That's how it was.
Done.
I don't blame you.
We ain't even got no lights on it. It's just a tree.
All right, you gotta do this.
Look, here's why we didn't put lights. This is what I told Shaylin. I was like, I don't know about the lights. I just don't know if it's a good idea. Because we have dogs who like to chew on stuff, and I'm nervous that when we're not home, one of the dogs is going to start chewing on it. Because Gus likes to chew on cords.
That's when you realize that you have to throw those dogs away. You can't decorate your Christmas tree. You got to get them out there.
My tree's decorated, bro. I got bulbs on it. It's. I got
so you don't want lights, but you're okay with these bulbs that won't fall off.
I don't care about the light. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care about the decorations at all. I'm not a decorating. I'm not I'm not a real decorator, so I don't really care what it looks like. To be honest with you,
That's just a disrespect to Christmas, honestly.
I
Like,
just don't. I really. I mean, I would mess with them, but I don't. The least work I have to do is the best. I don't want to have to do all that extra
so
stuff.
fucking lazy, bro. I hate you.
No, it's just I just don't feel like doing it, bro. I'll be,
Pero Christmas.
I mean, hey,
Hey,
you
whatever,
know,
big dog. Whatever, big
you
dog.
know what I'm saying.
Whatever rocks your boat.
I'm going with the fake tree because it's less work. All right, next one.
I'm gonna tell Jesus. Fuck you.
Are you gonna tell Jesus and then swear after that? Well,
Ah,
Jesus
damn.
gonna have some. Jesus gonna have some stuff to say to you. All right, the next one. We'll go with this one, and let's make it the movie. The movie. All right.
The Grinch.
I was gonna say the Grinch or Elf. You going with the Grinch?
I'm going with the Grinch.
The cartoon or the cartoon or Jim Carrey's version?
Jim Carrey forever.
I might have to go with Elf just because I've seen it more than the Grinch, but I will say that Jim Carrey personified the character of the Grinch better than I've ever seen anyone before. It was wild. Like he is the Grinch. You know what I'm saying? Like it is just what it is.
Oh, and I already told you how I feel about Will Ferrell. See, the Elf it was a good movie. I will not lie. It was definitely a good movie. I like it a lot. But I would prefer. That's probably the Will Ferrell movies that I'm okay with. But I would just prefer Grinch over Elf.
You can dig it. All right. Last one. Would you prefer to do your Christmas shopping in person or to shop online?
In person. Well, yes. I would prefer in person, especially. I didn't get to do it this year because, hey, Magic, I love you. I love my place. Dan, you a big dog. Raymond, I fucks with you. But I couldn't go Black Friday shopping because I had to work. But I love Black Friday shopping. Even sometimes I don't even begin like a lot of stuff, but I begin a lot, and like I would just love the atmosphere and everybody going crazy because of shopping, and then going shopping on Christmas time. So I prefer to go in person. I used to do it with Grio with like.
You love Black Friday shopping because of the craziness, but then you hate going regular shopping with me because of your anxiety.
It's crazy, right? It's what's going. It's the reason I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm there for a reason, and then you're doing a million other things. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're here for something. A Black Friday shopping, you don't know what the hell you're gonna get. You're just trying to look at the deals. Everything's like 50% off, 30% off, like the good deals. You know what I'm saying? That's different.
Sounds racist.
Black Friday shopping matters.
You just lost 12 years.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, they must not support Black Friday, and I'm not with that anyway.
Okay. All right. That's enough. I've had enough. I prefer to do all my shopping online. If I never have to go in person to do anything else.
Oh my god, you're the most like I'm introverted as fuck. But if you can't even go Black Friday shopping or tree shopping or none of that, then you ain't got life.
Listen. You know how easy it is to go on Amazon and push buy now and it just show up?
See, like
now I want you to understand something.
Cyber Monday is great.
No, just listen. You know my life. You know how busy I am.
Yeah, bum ass life.
You know how I'm always you know how I'm always moving from one place to the next.
That's not like you, Paul.
And always, I don't got time for all that nonsense. I don't got time to go shopping in person. Let me figure out what you want, and let me find it online, and I'll go pick it up because I could just whoop. Hey, bring that out to me, big fella.
It's all right. So you're like 40, and I'm 22, man. So like. I think it's fun with my friends when
I don't have friends, Channy. I don't have friends. I don't have that option.
I have Grillo, bro.
I have my wife. That's it. I don't have an option to go out with friends and go shopping and go do fun things. I don't get invited to anything. I see the group chat. Everybody's talking about going places, but my name's never invited in all of those places. I just got to sit back and watch y'all go do
In my
things.
defense, I'm not even in that damn group
Yeah,
chat.
you did leave. You did leave. They be
I
adding you
talked
back
with
and you
them
just be
about
leaving
that.
again. I'll just be like,
The
oh,
only
bro.
reason I was there is for fantasy, and then they all tried to be buddy, and I'm like, I don't even like none of y'all. So I left.
That's crazy. But anyway, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It be what it be. We're gonna move on with the show. Actually, we're gonna take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back with the show right after this.
And we're back. Yo.
Oh, she messed it up, bro.
Yes.
Hey, Ruby, if you want to be in the show, be in the show. Be in the camera. Don't be in the background talking
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
need no background, bro. I don't need no commentary.
No background.
You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the comments. Type "and we're back" in the comments, right when you know it's coming. You know it's coming. You'll be all right. Just put it in the comments real quick. But we are back. Thank you so much to Anchor for sponsoring this podcast. Now, I just want to have some fun, Channy. One of our favorite things to do here on this podcast is to play a beautiful game known as One Gotta Go. So I have a bunch of stuff. One gotta go, from actors to TV shows to comedians to movie. Actually, I took all the movies out because I couldn't figure them out. So I got a bunch of stuff. So here we go. Here's the first one. One gotta go. All right. Leonardo Dicaprio. This includes every movie, everything that they've ever done ever. Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington, and George Clooney.
I'm
One
gonna be
gotta
honest. Now listen to me. And listen to me right.
I know what you're gonna say.
Just listen. Bro.
Don't do that, Channy.
I'm gonna tell you why he has to go.
Pick somebody else, Channy.
I'm gonna tell you why he has to go. I think of all the movies I've ever seen, I have seen one of his movies. It was good. It was really good. But I did not care for him afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody likes to, you know what I'm saying? But Leonardo DiCaprio gotta go.
Oh, that is not where I thought you were going at all.
Leonardo gotta go.
Wow. No
I don't really care for the others, but
no Titanic, no Wolf of Wall Street.
Only movie I've ever seen.
Titanic. You didn't see Wolf of Wall Street.
I haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Even I haven't seen that.
Revenant. I haven't seen Great Gatsby. I haven't seen Inception. None of that.
I feel like, there's a lot of movies that we have never seen. I feel like we got to do a movie review show. We got to watch movies that we've never seen and just talk about what we thought about them. Like movies that are from like forever ago that we've never watched before, and then just sit down and watch them together and just be like,
you want to have a separate show named Movie Review? Because I'd be down. I mean,
Channy and Aubyn in the morning.
I'll be right.
Ah, man, we got struck for something else. First, we getting canceled from All Lights Matter, and now we got canceled because we out here stealing from Community, which we'll be talking about in a second. Anyway, so you get rid of Leo. You get rid of Leo. Listen, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is why. I mean, Leo's gonna stay because I don't know. I don't think he's that great, but man, I don't know enough movies from him that it would matter. Exactly. Because I don't watch movies. Tom Hanks, you got to keep for Toy Story alone, low key. You can't. If you get rid of,
you got Castaway.
I don't care about none of the rest of his movies. If you get rid of Toy Story, I mean, I seen that. Forrest Gump was good. See, I was gonna put Tom Hanks movies in here, but I didn't know how you felt about Tom Hanks, so I was just like, I'm gonna go with the actors as opposed to the movies. So Leo's gotta stay because why not? Tom Hanks got to stay solely because of Toy Story. Denzel's got to stay because it's Denzel.
I don't blame you kicking George Clooney on.
But I don't know no George Clooney movies. I don't think I can name you 3 of them right now. If you put a gun to my head right now, I couldn't tell you 3 movies that George Clooney's in.
I would keep it me either. I can tell you one.
Look, I'm pulling up George Clooney's discography or filmography right now. And I promise you, I have not seen more than
Batman and Robin, that's one. That's it.
Oceans, I've never seen any of the Oceans series. He was on ER? What the? Oh, Brother Out There, I've never seen it, but I've heard about it.
I've never seen any of these movies, bro.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's a frightening image. Nope. Spy Kids. He was in Spy Kids. I seen that.
Eh.
But I, honest to God, I'm looking at his filmography. Couldn't tell you 3 movies that I've seen. I saw Argo. Okay, so that one I did see.
I knew that. I
in
knew
high
that he
school.
was in Batman and Robin, and I knew he was in Gravity, and that's it.
But George Clooney can go for me because I don't know. I do not know his movies like that. So he's just gonna have to get up out of there for me. And we're gonna move on to the next one. This is gonna be. I know what you're gonna say, and it upsets me that you're gonna say it. But here's the next one. All right, remember everything they've ever done, ever. Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy, and Adam Sandler. One's got to go.
So if you know what I'm gonna say now, why the hell would you make me say it?
Because I need you to get canceled for something else. 3rd time's the charm.
I don't give a damn about Will Ferrell, bro. You tell me Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, and Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Zohan, mama.
No, but Johan.
Chill, Johan. Let's get his mom. Zohan, Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups, Hubie. Well, it's Hubie, but they call him Hubie. And then we go to Eddie Murphy with Dr. Doolittle. Then we got
I forgot about Dr. Dolittle.
my boy
Nutty Professor.
Donkey.
Yeah, you can't get rid of Donkey from
You
Shrek.
can't get rid
Man,
of Donkey for sure.
man, that's a
Jim Carrey? What was it? Liar, Liar?
Liar is probably my
Grinch?
favorite. Liar is probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie. That movie is so funny. Bruce Almighty.
The Truman Show?
Bruce
I've
Almighty.
never seen it, but I know it's good. Like all that over Get Hard.
Get Hard.
Elf.
Wait, now hold on. Get Hard was stupid funny. That movie, what, bro?
Didn't see it.
Let me tell you about Get Hard. So, you know, my dad had all his health stuff, right? So this was after his surgery, after his strokes, and everything. He's in rehab, in physical therapy, rehab, whatever, in wherever he was in the hospital. We drive up one night. This is 2015, whenever that movie first drops, right? So we decided while my dad is in physical therapy rehab that we was going to take this movie and watch it as a family in the hospital. Channy, when I tell you we were in tears. Well, now, it was probably because my dad's laugh changed when he was in the hospital after his whole stuff. So his laughter was so... Why did you just zoom in so far? His laughter was so contagious and it was just so bizarre that we just could not stop laughing. It was the funniest thing in the world. So Get Hard, Kicking and Screaming, Step Brothers, Elf.
Your brothers are so ass.
I never watched the whole thing.
It was low-key good.
Hey, here's another thing. He's got 2 of my favorite moments on SNL. Gotta Have More Cowbell. That with Christopher Walken, that scene right there, you got to get rid of that. And then number 2, you got to get rid of
Adam Sandler's Click. Come on, yo.
I ain't like Click. I ain't like that one.
She was heat.
Will Ferrell also has this. Dang, I can't remember his character on SNL that he does, but it's really funny.
It's probably nice.
This is a tough one for me because I love Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's staying for
Absolutely.
sure. Eddie Murphy's staying hands down. I mean, that's easy. So for me, it's between Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell, and I've got pluses and minuses for both. But I think I gotta let go of Adam Sandler. I love The Waterboy. It's one of my favorite movies. It's
The Waterboy?
very, very funny. I've never seen all of Happy Gilmore, so I can't say anything for that one. I've never seen all of Big, so I can't say much for that one. But I'll tell you what I do remember. I'll put it this way: and Adam Sandler has great moments on SNL. He's got one of my favorite sketches on SNL. But I mean, let me put it this way: there is no minus on Will Ferrell's career as big as there is on Adam Sandler's.
Minus.
Jack and
Big Daddy?
Jack and Jill
I nobody like that
might
movie.
be one of the worst movies ever.
No.
Ever. And you know who acted in that one? Adam Sandler. Name me Will Ferrell's Jack and Jill.
Oh, I'll do it right now. The
Go ahead.
Wedding Singer?
Go. Adam Sandler has had a great career, but find me Will Ferrell's Jack and Jill, and I'll get rid of Will Ferrell. But until you find it, I'm getting rid of Adam Sandler.
I'm looking at one right now. Hold on. Give me a second.
All of them.
Don't do that. don't do that.
Let's see. I'm gonna start from the top.
Yeah.
I hear that Anchorman is good.
Anchorman's great. Anchorman's hilarious.
Elf is good. Step Brothers is alright. Daddy's Home is good. Talladega Nights is good.
Ricky Bobby.
The Other Guys is good.
The Other Guys was funny.
Get Hard is alright. Blades of Glory, I never saw it because I don't care for
I've
it.
only seen bits and pieces of that one. It was okay.
Megamind. It's Megamind.
Oop, my
I
fault.
didn't see a lot of his movies, so I can't really say anything about the other ones. But so far, I like.
Adam Sandler's got to go, bro. I'm getting rid of Adam, and it's a toss up between the two, honestly. But simply because of how bad Jack and Jill was, I gotta keep Will Ferrell, because to me he does not have a movie as bad as that one. Hey, let us know in the comments. Shoot us a message on Facebook. Let us know if Will Ferrell has a movie that is as bad as Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill, because now I'm just curious.
Please find it, because we don't know.
So for me, I'm getting rid of George Clooney. Chaney's getting rid of Adam Sandler. Chaney's getting rid of Will Ferrell. We're gonna move on to the next one. Chaney, you ready?
Yeah.
The next one, this is some comedians. Okay, so here's your 4 comedians, and remember, you got to get rid of them and everything they've ever done. Number 1, Kevin Hart. Number 2, Chris Rock. Number 3, Chris Tucker. And number 4, Dave Chappelle. I know this is going to cause some uproar if we don't get rid of Dave Chappelle, but that's okay. You know, we're already getting canceled for so much.
Ain't nobody getting rid of Dave Chappelle, bro. Come on. It's Dave Chappelle.
Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, and Dave Chappelle. Everything they've ever done. Also, speaking of Kevin Hart, did you watch the new Kevin Hart thing yet?
I have not.
I hear that it is his best work he's ever done. I'm very excited to watch it. Him and Wesley Snipes.
I saw her dad was watching it. I
literally everyone that I've seen has said it is the best thing Kevin Hart has ever done. So I'm very much looking forward to watching it. And I like Kevin Hart, so.
But I love Kevin Hart, so I'm gonna keep him. Dave Chappelle, I just got fond of.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely not. So now it's between Chris Rock and Chris Tucker. I love Chris Rock, but I cannot get rid of the Rush Hour movies, bro.
Oh, they're classics.
I cannot get rid of.
It's a classic. You know what? I'm surprised you brought up Rush Hour, because there's something else that I put him in here for a reason. If you get rid of Chris Tucker,
I know you get rid of Michael Jackson, bro.
What's the song called? Yeah. Because if you get rid of that, you get rid of Chris Tucker, you getting rid of "You Rock My World." Can you do it?
Hell no.
Chris Rock.
I won't have grown-ups. It won't be the same, because Chris Rock was the reason for the what that me and Grillo do. The what? He didn't do it, but the bald-headed dude with Chris Rocker and Chris Rock's the dude with the bald head, his son goes to take his daughter on a date.
Bro, but you go
take your daughter on a date.
You getting rid of Chris Tucker, but if you get rid of Chris Tucker, bro, you getting rid of.
I'm not getting rid of Chris Tucker.
Oh, Chris Rock.
I'm gonna have to.
You're getting rid of Everybody Hates Chris.
I ain't really watched Everybody Hates Chris like that, but like I'm gonna have to.
You getting rid of Madagascar.
Damn.
The whole series and the TV show. You getting rid? Actually, I don't know if he was voices in the TV show. You getting rid of Madagascar?
You want to get rid of Rush Hour?
You getting rid of Osmosis Jones?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Osmosis Jones was fire. He's in The Longest Yard, so you got to get rid of The Longest Yard.
Longest Yard.
He's in the B movie.
The B movie.
Grown Ups, you got to get rid of him in Grown Ups. Head of State, that was a good movie.
Pero Michael Jackson.
Hey, and that's why I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. This is my feelings and my feelings only. Dave Chappelle's gone. Love the Chappelle Show. Don't love his stand-up. So he's gone.
Just for this list, I just grew fond of him. I don't know too much about him.
I'm not a big fan. I'm looking at stand-up. Nah, he's gone. He's off that list.
Stand-up is good, bro.
I'm off his
gays,
stand-up.
bro. Imagine.
Next one. I don't know how you'll feel about these. These are also comedians. They're all white. So I don't know how much you listen to white stand-up comedy, but
John Mulaney. Gone. I'm just playing. I like John Mulaney. I like John Mulaney.
All right, here you go. Jerry Seinfeld. John Mulaney.
Get him out. I know, but I don't know anything about Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, John Mulaney. Let me just put it out there to the people. You're blasphemy. Jerry Seinfeld, John Mulaney, Jim Gaffigan, and Bill Burr.
Who? And who?
Oh, Jim Gaffigan's hilarious, and Bill Burr is stupid funny. You don't know enough about stand-up comedy, bro. That's what it is. That's the problem. You don't rock with stand-up like I do.
Oh, Bill Burr, I know him. He was in Mad
Yeah, he's in a couple movies. Yeah. A couple movies, couple TV shows.
And who Jeff Gaffigan?
Jim Gaffigan. He got this he talks about food a lot. But he got this really funny joke.
Oh, I see him. Jim Gaffigan gone.
He's got a really funny joke where he talks about the creation of the Hot Pockets jingle. He was like, these guys were all sitting in the boardroom and they were like, hey, Johnny, did you get that slogan for Hot Pockets? He was like, Hot Pockets, yum. And they were like, genius. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, man, that's funny. I like Jim Gaffigan. You'll like his stand-up. He's really funny. Bill Burr, I like a lot. John Mulaney, I really like. Jerry Seinfeld, I really like. I love the show Seinfeld, so I can't. And I don't know if you ever watched it, but Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee on Netflix. Very fun, very funny, very enjoyable. So I can't get rid of Jerry Seinfeld. John Mulaney I find hilarious, so I'm not getting rid of him. I'm probably getting rid of Jim Gaffigan also, just because Bill Burr is a little bit more current. He's a little bit more funny, a little bigger name. So I'm probably keeping Bill Burr and getting rid of Jim Gaffigan, but I really, really like Jim Gaffigan, so that's a tough one. All right, next one. This is going to actors again. Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Scarlett Johansson, or Viola Davis.
What's the first one?
Jennifer Lawrence,
Meryl Streep,
ScarJo,
Johansson,
and Viola Davis.
Listen, I really like the Hunger Games, so I don't know.
Hunger Games is great. I don't know if you saw Perks of Being a Wallflower, but she's in that.
I saw parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
Joe as Black Widow. Was she in anything else?
She's been in stuff.
She was in that marriage movie thing.
She's been in stuff. She's married to Colin Jost of SNL. Lucy, she was in Lucy.
She was in Lucy.
Don John with the guy whose face.
She was in Home Alone. I remember she was a sister.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's who that is.
She was in Sing, Jojo Rabbit,
Iron Man, Captain America, pretty much most of the Marvel movies. I think that's where she really blew up. Was those? She was in Her. Was she the voice of Her? No, I think that was Amy Adams. No, it was her. Scarlett Johansson was the voice of the AI in Her. That's a weird movie.
Mamma mia, here I go again.
So who you change? Who you getting rid of, Chaney? Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, ScarJo, or Viola Davis? I know I'm keeping Viola Davis. I'm keeping Meryl Streep. So for me, it's between ScarJo and Jennifer Lawrence. I'm probably getting rid of Jennifer Lawrence, um, just because she
You
hasn't done a
know,
lot. She's got a couple little things here and there. But Scarlett Johansson, the Black Widow character, has been so big over the last years. It'd be tough to take down her entire filmography.
and she just died, so you kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's
She
too
died?
soon. Not her. Black Widow.
No, Black Widow. I know she didn't die. Black Widow died in the movie?
Nah,
Oh, in the
nah,
Endgame.
she ain't died.
In Endgame, she.
Spoilers if you haven't watched it. If you
If
haven't
you
watched
ain't
it,
seen, if you ain't seen Endgame, nah, it's no spoilers anymore.
that's a
If
fact.
you ain't seen it by now, it's your fault.
I'll go Jennifer Lawrence because I really like the Hunger Game movies. But if I went without them, it wouldn't hurt me.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep, she did Mamma Mia.
And Viola Davis is a genius. She just kills everything she does. She's great.
To Kill a Mockingbird. No, just How to Get Away with Murder. She was in that movie Fences. Fences is fucking great.
Directed by Denzel Washington. Co-starred Denzel Washington. So, all right. All right, Cheney. Now's where we get interesting. We're talking TV. All right, for the next 5, these are the last 5 of the day. We're gonna call it a night. But we're talking TV shows. Number 1, Friends, The Office, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Community.
You gonna do that to me? Listen,
doing it to you,
it's gonna hurt a lot of people.
I might come through the screen and I might drive to your house and pull up. I might pull up to your house and fight you. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's gonna hurt a lot of people. But Fresh Prince has to go. And I'm so sorry.
This is the last episode of this show we will ever do.
Wait, hear me out.
I don't want to hear nothing you got. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Why he don't love this show, man? Why he don't love this show? Why he don't want me, man? You gonna get rid of that? Oh my!
I didn't sit here and binge Fresh Prince as many times as I've binged Friends, as I've many times as I've binged The Office on my computer. Friends. Community? Do you know how many times I've seen Community and The Office? I have not sat here and watched Fresh Prince nearly as many times as I've seen these shows. I am 22. I was born way after that. You're 47. You grew up with that show.
I got 5 years older in this episode alone. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That hurt a lot. I knew you were gonna say it, but it hurt hearing coming out of your mouth. You want me to tell you the truth?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised you even watched that show because half of these shows you just put in the background you don't even watch. So I won't even be surprised at any of these shows.
I've watched every episode of The Office. I've watched every episode of Community. I've seen 75% of episodes of Friends, but probably I've seen all of them at some point. And I've seen probably 75% of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because they were always on. And I started rewatching them on HBO Max, which you should start streaming them on HBO Max. I'm getting rid of Community, bro. I know, but I'm doing it. Channy, I have laughed out loud to this. I will tell you why. I'm gonna give you iconic moments in each of these shows that are funnier than anything else in the world to me, and that I cannot get rid of. Friends. I could watch this one episode of Friends for the rest of my life and be happy. Pivot!
Oh
Pivot!
man,
That moment right there. Janice,
I died.
when Chandler buys a ticket to Yemen to get away from Janice, you're gonna go to a different country and actually go. I gotta keep Friends.
You just don't like being meta, and I get it. It's
in
cool.
The Office.
It's cool.
In The Office, I can't. Diversity Day. We just talked about this on Thanksgiving. Diversity Day, dinner party, Scott's Tots. Those episodes, I'm in tears. I'm not getting rid of those. My dad was in my life for my entire life. But there might not be a moment in TV show history as sad as Will Smith hugging Philip Banks, saying, "How come he don't want me, man?" I was like, "Why he don't want you, man?" Speaking of, it's actually his birthday. Shout out to James Avery Beyond the Grave. Happy birthday, OG. But I was like, they got this fun. So you know Carlton, right? In Fresh Prince. So Will was always ragging on him, and he's mad small or whatever compared to Will Smith because Will Smith's a giant. But he got this one where they're trying to con these rich people at the country club or whatever. He's like, "This is my brother Carlton." Or my cousin, I don't remember what he goes. "This is my brother Carlton. He had to stop growing because we couldn't afford to buy clothes or whatever." he just had to stay the same size. And Carlton comes out, "I just want to grow." They talked about real life issues in there, man. Carlton, you know what I'm saying? He bought the gun after he was injured. He was shot, and then he bought a gun, and they had to deal with that. They had the racial issue where they got locked up for being black and driving a nice car. They dealt with real life stuff, man. Community, I love. I enjoy it thoroughly. But it doesn't have any moments in that show that overpower some of those moments for me in the other ones. So I got to get rid of Community as much as it hurts. Train of it in the morning, but they're gone. Love Childish Gambino or Donald Glover, but it hurts to do, Chaney. I'm telling you, it hurts. But Fresh Prince is iconic. Can't do that. Moving on. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I think I know where you're going to go with this one. It's pretty easy, I think, but I just have to throw it in there anyway. I couldn't think of anything else on the caliber, so we'll see what you say. SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and Rugrats.
As much as I don't remember Rugrats, I did have the
Everybody got that orange VHS.
tape.
Everybody knows that orange VHS. See? Now, that's old. If you know orange VHS, you can't talk about me being old. I don't want to hear that. Because that orange
kind of stuff in
if you know what a VHS is, you're old. All right?
All right. Let's see. Fairly Odd Parents, Rugrats, Jimmy Neutron, and what was the other? SpongeBob. Well, I can't get rid of SpongeBob. SpongeBob was all my life. I've seen SpongeBob. I like Jimmy Neutron a lot, and I played like this PlayStation 2 game growing up of Jimmy Neutron. So that shit was heat. And if you can tell me somebody that doesn't know the song to Fairly Odd Parents,
Timmy is an average kid. No one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands. You're not coming in with that, Coach Jenny? I thought you were going, bad twerk.
No.
In this room. Nobody knows those words. To that reality. So it's your mind. That's how you do every song you don't know the words to. You just got to say what you know and then say the part that you. Yeah, you just say aloud the part that you know. Hot juice, pepper cheese, juice, lava juice, chocolate shake, and that's it. That's all you got to do, man. That's the whole song. You
It's
know
funny
the
because that's how
words.
you sing all your songs.
That's funny. Oh, we are one gotta go. SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and Rugrats. SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron. Oh, hold on, Unc. Since you in here, hold on now. Hold on. We're going back, Janie. We're going
Oh
back.
God.
Uncle Dwayne, I love you, bro.
Listen,
Eagles,
Dwayne
Eagles
old.
won on Eagles won on Sunday. Shout out to the homie. So we just did a one gotta go, and it was these 4 shows. I don't know if you know this one show, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. Friends, The Office, Fresh Prince, and Community. This man Chaney, out of his own mouth, said the words that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air gotta go.
I did say
Chaney,
that. I'm
Chaney,
not gonna let go.
Chaney, do me a favor. Sing the Community theme song.
Wait, give me a sec. The community theme song. Fuck,
Too long. Chaney.
yeah, facts.
Chaney, sing the Fresh Prince theme song.
West Philadelphia.
You get rid of that? If you get rid of the show, you get rid of the theme song. I don't know why the Friends. Everybody knows the Friends, so no one.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Chaney should be blocked for 15 minutes. I'm saying, everybody knows Friends theme song. The Office don't have no words. But it's, see,
one by one, they all just fade away. Doo-doo-doo.
nobody even knows what you just said.
So
Friends, you got so no one told you life was gonna be this way. You right there, iconic. The Office, and we don't got no words, but you know the Office theme song when it comes on. Everybody knows the Fresh Prince.
Whatever.
And then you go to Fresh Prince, and everybody and their mama know Fresh Prince theme song. And then you got Community. If you just go by theme song alone, Community's got to go. That should tell you everything you need to know. A good theme song should tell you everything. All right, back to the real one. SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and Rugrats. I'm getting rid of the Rugrats. I don't think it compares to the other 3.
I'll get rid of the Rugrats just because, like, it was a kid show, and we all watched it growing up. Literally all of us. But that's the problem, that we don't remember a lot of it, but we'll remember SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, and Fairly Odd Parents.
All right. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but here's the next one. This is gonna hurt because I already know I know what your answer is gonna be because it's probably too old for you. You're not gonna get it, but all right, here we go. I hate doing this. All right, iCarly, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, and Keenan and Kel.
I love Keenan and Kel. I absolutely love Keenan.
As you should.
That show was fire.
But are you willing to get rid of iCarly, Zoe 101, or Drake and Josh for Keenan and Kel?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
I don't think you do. Let me introduce you into, ¿cómo se dice? A world of confusion. iCarly, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh,
Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Kel.
If you're not getting rid of Keenan and Kel, I know where you're going.
I'll tell you why I'm getting rid of iCarly.
Oh, you are shocking me with this one.
I told you. I'll tell you why. I tell you why I'm gonna take that back. I'll tell you why I'm not gonna take that back.
Just tell me something, bro. We ain't got all day.
No, and this is the only reason that is standing between me choosing Drake and Josh or iCarly. Spencer. The only reason that's getting me between. Crazy Steve was, and no pun intended, crazy.
Mm-hmm. Top tier.
And then Spencer carried that show a lot. Spencer was funny.
Spaghetti tacos? To this day, I still want to make them, but they sound so foul. I'm not going to do it. Rampu!
So I'm going to keep iCarly just because I love Spencer so much. And I really liked Zoe 101. So for that reason, I'm going to get rid of Drake and Josh. I'd be okay not having Drake and Josh, although we all grew up watching it, and it was fantastic. But I really liked iCarly because of Spencer. Zoe 101 wasn't just a regular sitcom. It was kind of like those shows like 90210 and all that stuff, and Gossip Girl, but younger for us. So that was a little different, a little step into a different kind of.
I'm honestly surprised you went there. I mean, I agree with you.
That was really hard because I was almost gonna just say Zoe 101 gone, but I really like Zoe 101.
That's what I thought you were gonna go with, was Zoe 101.
I was going to, but
I think it's unfortunate Zoe 101 had to end because she got pregnant. But I'm getting rid of Drake and Josh because I wasn't allowed to watch Drake and Josh growing up, so I didn't watch it. But I don't even know, to be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff I wasn't allowed to watch. But yeah, I'm getting rid of Drake and Josh also.
I want to get rid of. I want to get out of this conversation because I just don't. I want to change my mind. So,
all right, we're moving on to the next one. Last two. That's So Raven, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the OG, not Sweet Life on Deck, Hannah Montana, and Wizards of Waverly Place.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna get rid of That's So Raven. That was too old for me. By the time I started watching Disney Channel, it wasn't really there. Hannah Montana's Sweet Life and Zack and Cody and Wizards of Waverly Place were there, and those were my favorites. So I didn't really grow up watching That's So Raven, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one.
Heard. I'm probably getting rid of. Dang, tough. Man, that's real tough. I'm probably getting rid of Hannah Montana, I think.
I don't blame you for that either.
I love them all. I really did. But yeah, Hannah Montana's got to go.
If I watched That's So Raven, like growing up,
yeah,
I probably would have.
It was pretty fire.
Took away Hannah Montana because although it did have some bops, and a lot of people loved it. Ruby absolutely loves Hannah Montana, but I didn't like it that much growing up. But only because I didn't watch That's So Raven. That's the only reason I got out. If it wasn't for that, I would have said Hannah Montana too. So yeah, I get it.
All right, here's the last one, and I don't know. I just realized I never actually finished it, but I think I found a good one to end on. Here we go. Kim Possible, Phineas and Ferb, The Proud Family, or Lizzie McGuire, which I don't think you probably watched.
No, I did not. I mean, I saw a lot of little parts with the little cartoon Her. So Phineas and Ferb, Proud Family. What else?
Kim Possible and Lizzie McGuire.
It's 104 days of summer vacation staying.
Mm-hmm.
And do. Staying.
Proud Family has a top 10 theme song, probably top 5 theme song in all of television history. You and me will always be tight.
Me every single day and night. Yep.
Even when you start acting like a fool, you know there's no one I love as much as you.
Those three are staying.
Solange Knowles bodied that. She bodied that.
I'm gonna have to get rid of
But Liz McGuire gone.
yeah.
Liz McGuire gone. I just couldn't find a cartoon that was on the level on Disney Channel like those three, because those three are they're up there.
Disney Channel. I was expecting Danny Phantom to come up eventually. That was gonna be.
I was gonna put it with I was gonna put that in the Nick cartoons. I should have probably put that instead of Rugrats.
Oh my god, that would have been a much harder.
That would have made a much harder conversation, but I couldn't think of it. So, in retrospect,
Danny Phantom.
I apologize. All right. Well, that was a lot. We talked about a lot of random stuff. We're just having a good time talking on the podcast. Thank you so much for watching.
It's making up for all the times
the last 2 weeks we haven't been here.
It's okay, because this is like makes up, and also long enough that we don't have to do another one for another week.
Okay. We are probably going to be a little bit more sporadic as the year ends out here, as the year winds down. We're going to do what we can. I know on the 11th, I got some stuff going on, and the 4th, I actually have some stuff going on also. So we'll do our best to give you shows on AfroLatinos as we can. We will for sure keep You Think You Know going. We got an episode on Monday. We got a guest coming on the show. So we look forward to that on Monday night. But we'll do our best to keep AfroLatinos going. But with the holidays, Christmas is on a Saturday this year, so we might not have that this year. This just because of how the holiday is going to shape out. So thank you so much for all of your support. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Be on the watch. Be on the lookout for our T-shirts dropping at the top of the year. We are very, very excited about that. Thank you so much for all your love and support. We thank you. Happy holidays. If we don't see you again before the end of the year, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. All of the above. We love you. We thank you for being here. This has been another episode of AfroLatinos with your co-host, Aubyn.
And Danny Phantom Chandler.
Have a good night, everybody. Peace.